Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn, and a happy Veterans Day to all of our servicemen who have served with us, who have served for us and protected us for our freedoms that way too many people take for granted. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be where we are today. And it's even more important than ever to remember why we have those men protecting us. Because remember, the point of a serviceman is to protect our country and to protect our Constitution. And even more so now than ever. You can tell from the music and from the background chatter, I am at my local bar, as always. And just working away here. Remember, this sponsor for this is Scat Investigators. Scat Investigators is my book. It is. I have an ash can. Intentionally, I did this in a fanzine format. I did it so that way to help get people aware of how I do all of my work in storytelling in the stippling format. So, topic of today, first and foremost, is I'd like to give a thank you out to everybody who has been watching my videos and sharing them out. It helps out a great deal. It means a lot. So thank you very much for everybody who has been watching my videos. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it out. That's one of the biggest things I'm noticing, is that more and more people are sharing the videos after I post them, which help out greatly. Today, I am still working on the fan art contest piece for Shane Davis's and Yanzi Lynn's Inglorious Rex. I've been working on this diligently since this last weekend, and I'm probably going to be working on this diligently for the next few weeks. I pretty much only work on this on my days off, which is the weekends. So that's the reason why you only get, it looks like the progress is slow. It's not that I'm extremely slow, it's that I only work on this on Fridays and Saturdays. I am off today because of Veterans Day, so I'm giving you guys a bonus stippling video. So we got the Veterans Day bonus video. So, and today I'd like to discuss shadow banning. Again, shadow banning of CG books is becoming more and more apparent. Personally, I am of the belief that this is targeted. The reason why I believe this is now being targeted is because there was an individual by the name of Joel who was at Indiegogo, and he was the contact person for comic books. He left his position a few months ago, and he made aware to the Comicsgate creators that he was no longer going to be the point person, and that there wasn't going to be a single person for them to reach out to. That's now being done by committee. Committee is the key word there. Okay, when you have a committee of people doing it, that's where it becomes evident to me that you are now putting an ideology behind what books get funded, what books are going to be promoted. And so as a result, as we've seen in numerous other areas of social media, which leaks over into businesses such as crowdfunding, an ideology takes hold, and they are able to decide who gets promoted and who doesn't. Because you think about it, we aren't, by shadow banning us, they're still able to go, well, look, they're still being successful. They're still getting their books funded. They're still producing lots and lots of money for us. They're not understanding that by doing this, the average person who goes on Indiegogo to look for comics is no longer able to see these. So and because CG keeps growing every single day, every single week, every single month. And I always use myself as the example. When I first got into Comicsgate and Indiegogo, there were so many campaigns I didn't know anything about. And the only one thing I knew about was Graham Nolan, then Andy Smith, and from much the professionals. And then I started to become aware of a lot of other different streams, a lot of other different projects. And I started going on to Indiegogo and just browsing Indiegogo. And I started backing campaigns that I had never even seen the creator streaming online, but I started backing them. So now we don't have that anymore, unless you know of a specific campaign to look for it, to back it, to promote it. It takes a lot longer, and that's the reason why I congratulate what Yanzi is doing with Inglorious Rex. She has created an Inglorious Rex website, and on this website, she's on her own, without anybody paying her, without anybody asking her. If you reach out to her and tell her that you have a campaign and it is being shadow banned, she will provide her with all the links to your campaign. She will now put it on the Inglorious Rex site. This shows a unity in working together for success. Now, this whole thing with Indiegogo, I remember about, heavens, it was probably about 8 months to a year ago. I don't know which show it was on. I don't know who was streaming. There was a guy by the name of Deadwood Dale. And he was very adamant and very boisterous about this when he was saying about how Indiegogo might be the answer now, but it's not the permanent answer. When you have change in position, changes in leadership, you will eventually get those woke individuals that will take action against Comicsgate and Comicsgate creators. And he was kind of dismissed about it when he brought the topic up. Well, we're now seeing that with all this shadow banning. And that's where it's even more important for us to share out these campaigns. It's imperative that not only are we sharing out these campaigns, we are sharing out shows that are talking about these campaigns. Because right now, the only publicity any of these campaigns are getting is from us. It truly makes it a group effort, not just from the creators, but from us, the backers. And why it's more important than ever that we band together, not to boycott Indiegogo, okay? If we boycott Indiegogo, we're not hurting Indiegogo. Remember, Indiegogo has numerous campaigns and numerous genres. Video games, board games, role-playing games, new technology, okay? And when you look at how much money these campaigns are pulling in, it's much higher than what we are bringing in as comic books. So, yes, I do feel that even more so now than ever, we need Ethan to really step it up and create a centralized crowdfunding site. And the reason why I truly believe we need a central site is, a perfect example is my girlfriend and I went to Big Lots today to look for home decor for the holidays. And we needed a doormat. Since the pandemic began, it was always too late in the season that we were like, oh, we need a welcome mat in the front door, and we'd go, and all you had was scraps at the stores, and she wanted a specific color to match the color scheme that we'd have outside. So we went to Big Lots to find that. While we were there, do you think we just bought just that format? No, we didn't. We bought numerous other items. Why? Because we were at the store browsing. And we had gotten what we wanted, but we didn't just leave. We walked through the rest of the store to see if there was anything else we wanted. And we did get a couple other things. There was got some stuff that was on clearance from Halloween. And got a couple things that were going up right now for Thanksgiving. But we got that because we were browsing in the store. That's where having a centralized crowdfunding site is imperative. Why? Because, okay, I go to the central site to back Inglorious Rex 2. While I'm there, I can look around and see what other books there are. Okay? Yes, I know that Graham's Nolan's and Ghosts of Matacumba Key is going to be there. I know that Aaron Lepresti's Wraith of God is going to be there. But there's going to be other campaigns I may not have been aware of that are there that may perk my interest. Also, I don't know about you guys, I like going to a central site to see, on my own, how the campaign's going. See, okay, when I backed it, it was at 50,000. Now the campaign's up to 78,000. Okay, I like to see that. So it gives you the chance to, on your own, to browse other sites to see how they're going. Maybe there's a campaign that you saw that you're like, not too sure about it, but now you look at it and the campaign's now like $85,000, $90,000, and you take a closer look at it because, okay, it's doing quite well. Let's see, what am I missing out on, or what didn't I see in this campaign that everyone else now sees? And that's the reason why I truly believe we need a central crowdfunding site to have the books backed, but also to browse and see about other books that we're not sure about. Okay? And that's the reason why I am so happy and about what Yanzi and Shane is doing. But we have to do more ourselves. Okay? In this video, I'm going to have the link for Shane and Yanzi's campaign directly to Indiegogo. I'm also going to have the link to the website that Yanzi has been working on, so that way you can see these other campaigns that can use your help. We need to be doing more when it comes to sharing about it, talking about it, sharing the link. That's the only way these creators can keep creating these books that we like. Because if they get strong, if they can't get the funding they need, or if they can't get a large enough funding to make, because here's a perfect example. Chuck Dixon, when he was doing a book with IDW, was doing Frozen World, and it was basically Mad Max on Ice is what the joke was. Okay, I liked it a lot. I thought it was great, but it wasn't making enough money for him to continue to do the book. And that's what's going to happen if we don't push these books on our own. Is the creator's going to be looking at it and going, okay, I am only doing, I made my goal, I made my stretch goal, but I'm only making $40,000. It doesn't make sense for me to continue this series of books that I'm doing, because I have an idea, so I can do about 8 books, but if I can't get the funding that's not really worth my while, I'm going to have to move on to something else. And we don't want that. We want these guys to keep doing these books that they're doing that we enjoy. And so that's the reason why it's more important than ever for us to be talking about and being vocal. Okay? We need to be vocal so that Andy Smith hits 100,000. He can do it with his Core Draft campaign. But it's up to us now, not just him. He's streaming as much as possible, but it's now up to us to give him that extra push by promoting ourselves. And that's how we're going to win until we can have a safe haven that we can feel secure with doing our crowdfunding. Yeah, this is a stressful situation we're in, but remember, life is stressful. And that's why I only take it one dot at a time.